Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. And dare I say, living and dying with my ups and mostly downs this year with the Dallas Cowboys. Let me start this off by saying congratulations to the Eagles for mollywopping us the second time. I think somebody had pointed out that we've scored in 2 games against the Eagles this year, 13 points with 9 turnovers. 9 turnovers and 13 points. You're not going to win too many games doing that. You're just not. Let me also say congratulations to the left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Going down there, the Atlanta Falcons, tied the score up and things. Never got the ball in overtime. And the Commanders winning at their house, much deserved playoff chance. They'll probably be, this is crazy, that Washington will probably be resting their starters against us. I'm literally, you can't make this shit up. The Commanders are headed to the playoffs. They're locked in, and they're probably going to rest their starters because basically, it's looking like it's going to be the Eagles versus Commanders in the wild card. If that's the case, I'm actually going to have to root for the Commanders. To say that this season is a disappointment is an understatement. Some people are trying to have revisionist history and act like I said that this is the year. No, I did not. I did not say that. I believe I said, I think 11-6 is where we would go. But that was before I took into accounting that Dak Prescott would get hurt, that Sam Williams would get hurt in training camp, that D-Law would pretty much miss all the season, that Micah Parsons was missed 4 games, that Diggs would end up being shut down, that Overshown would end up being on IR, that Zach Martin was going to be injured and on IR. This is so crazy. I want you to think about this for a second, because I was looking up, because the Cowboys made the move for Trey Lance, but won't play him. They keep this whole thing that Cooper Rush gives us the best chance to win. Cooper Rush makes about $2.8 million a year. Trey Lance, $5.3 million. At this moment, we are so decimated that the highest active player on our roster right now is Brandon Cooks at $10 million. All of the people that we depend on are injured. We don't have a team. So to look at this and say, going again, and people are going to say, you're just making excuses. I'm not trying to make excuses, but it's a reality. We don't have players to compete. We are trying to figure it out. We're trying to do it with smoke and mirrors. We have so many people that are injured, and unfortunately, like Micah Parsons put it, some of these guys might not be back till the middle of the season. Overshown literally had his knee exploded. This after having his ACL torn the season before. Diggs with the cartilage on his knee, which worries me about him getting arthritis in it, that this is another one that's not going to probably be ready to start the season. And the Cowboys, who always F around to find out, have yet to figure out if they want to bring back these coaches. We got Dak Prescott basically going on board for going to bat for Mike McCarthy. We got Micah Parsons going through and talking about Mike Zimmer and how much he loves it. The relationship with Micah Parsons and Zimmer has really evolved, because I remember when Mike Zimmer first got here, where we're hearing that Micah Parsons, I ain't talked to him, and I have ways that I like to do things and stuff, like he was the coach, and it was like, oh, these guys don't get along. But you see that Micah Parsons now is become a Mike Zimmer fan. People asked me, a couple people did in the comments while we were streaming, can the Cowboys turn it around? Well, if the Cowboys have any luck in getting players back like Dak Prescott, healthy in the early in the offseason, will help. It'll help. The maturation of some of the players that we have, they take the second year jump. Cooper Beebe, continues on his projection. If we can get anything out of Tyler Guyton, because right now Tyler Guyton is not looking good as a first round pick. If Mozzie can continue to progress, if we hold on to some players like Osa and Digazua, as opposed to doing like we did and watching Dante Fowler here, wreak havoc, and Dorrance Armstrong getting a sack, helping to lead that team to the playoffs. Because see, here's the thing that's funny is the NFL is about the turnover of the rosters and the teams. That when you're good, as we know, there hasn't been a repeat division winner in the NFC East since the 2002, 3, and 4 seasons by the Eagles. That every year somebody different wins it, including Super Bowl years. That you have that tough schedule. Now, looking at our schedule as it is right now, if teams were to project to where they are right now, we got a tough schedule next year. Tough schedule. If we have some luck in the draft, but the biggest key is going to be is hitting the ground running. If the Cowboys are really about being something, they got to figure out, is Mike McCarthy and Mike Zimmer coming back? You have 1 week to decide that before they can talk to other teams. 1 week. And if you're going to move on, then move the F on. And get the next guy here to get started on the game plan. The next thing, figure out which one of these guys you are going to keep and get that shit done. Don't let them go out there and find a deal and come back and do the Randy Gregory's. Show them that you appreciate them now and get a deal done. Don't wait for somebody else to set the market. And then the next thing is you need some more talent. You want to turn this thing around, you get Micah Parsons' deal done. You don't worry about trying to get drama out of it and extra clicks and more talking about it. You get Micah Parsons' deal done. And you save yourself about $10 million a year, or $10 million on the cap this year. And you use that to bring back some of the pieces that you have. You don't wait. You get this thing done. I am begging, I am pleading with the Cowboys to try something different than what you're doing. Your whole bullshit of we believe in our guys. We find players where nobody, it's okay. Yes, you do. But that's not enough. You have been doing this for 30 years and literally fooling yourselves and thinking that you're building a championship team when you're not. When you see a Commanders team that ended up getting a coach, and for those out there saying, well, we should have kept Dan Quinn. No, it wouldn't have worked with Dan Quinn as currently constructed. The difference is he was able to go out and say, I need a Dante Fowler. I need a Dorrance Armstrong. I need a Biotish on this team to make it better. I need to go draft myself a quarterback. And the moves that they made, they turned into gold. Burgundy and gold. That's headed to the playoffs. And if you, as the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, look After the Eagle fans literally told you, you suck, Jerry, that Cowboy fans have been telling you, you suck, and fired the GM. If you do not wake up and realize that Dan Quinn told you exactly what is wrong with you, tomorrow is not promised. You can't wait. You can't wait. Seems to work out a lot better for Dan Quinn, who, mind you, has a Super Bowl ring as defensive coordinator, building the Legion of Boom, has an NFC Championship game, coming this close to winning the Super Bowl, who's taken a downtrodden franchise and turned their ass around so they have 11 wins. And what do you got, Jerry? What do you got? I wish I was doing game balls, but the only game ball that could go out would be to Rico, who has gotten 1,000 yards. Congratulations, man. You were better than anybody thought you would be. Other than that, there ain't no bright spots today. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to rub my wife's rear end. I'm going to fall asleep. Maybe things will look a little different tomorrow. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And remember to tell the people you love how much you love them, because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. God willing, we'll all see each other tomorrow. Well, maybe I don't want to see those Eagle fans.